Hello everyone. Now, you will hear a brief summary of the movie She Rides Shotgun. Enjoy your viewing, and Polly is waiting until they pick her up after school. But today, Mom is staying out longer than usual. Maybe I'll come here by car. Some crappy bald guy with tattoos on his face showed up. This is Polly's father. He just got out of prison. Nate ordered his daughter to get in the car as soon as possible. Moreover, the car seems to be. Polly was kidnapped. She understands. Something happened. I'm not a monster. I won't hurt you. What have you done with Mom? The girl noticed a police car and wanted to run away, but the father asked her to calm down. Polly decided that Nate robbed their house. After all, it's her stepfather's jacket on him, and he took out her children's suitcase from the trunk. The father and daughter stayed at a motel. The news just reported a shocking double murder. Nate is calling his friends in the hope of getting help, but everyone is telling him to go away. The man got a haircut that same evening. He painted a girl and turned her into a blonde. Polly even liked it. I decided to teach my daughter how to swing a bat with her whole body. You feel it not only with your hands, right? You need to hit your opponent where it hurts, and then on the back of the head. Don't hit a rock with a sledgehammer. How about a helmet? After all, Polly, I should be wary of people with tattoos of blue lightning. Nate had a fight with them while I was in prison. I found out in the morning that her mother and stepfather were killed, and the main suspect is her father, member of the Aryan Steel gang. The police also think that he kidnapped his daughter. Polly immediately ran to the reception desk, and I dialed the number, which I saw. Detective John Park picked up the phone on the TV. He asked the girl to tell a story. Where are they now? The police will come out right now. They killed her and Tom. Who are the people with blue tattoos? Nate found his daughter just at that moment when she told the detective the name of the motel. But then I regretted it. They need to leave urgently. Police sirens were heard. Nate ran through the courtyards with his daughter and hid in the parking lot. A bad person. Who killed Mom? Now, Polly is to deal with her too. Nate gave his daughter a bat and asked her to show him her swing. I broke the car window, which they immediately stole. Nate came to his ex-lover Charlotte, and she wasn't particularly happy about such guests. Not only the police are looking for Nate, the Aryans are after him. A man needs at least a few $1,000 to run away to Mexico, and Charlotte promised to help. Before leaving prison, Nate took down the leader of the raiders. Therefore, for the bald guys, he is currently the #1 target. John Park is hoping that Nate will help them find a drug lab. These guys are the biggest producers of methamphetamine. My partner doesn't want to touch this even with a 10-meter stick. In the morning, Charlotte's crappy friend Felix came to visit her. The girl gave up on Nate, and Polly saw the same blue lightning on Felix's hand. The girl understood everything and ran into the house. Felix started barging into her room. Nate was taking a shower at that time, and it seems I didn't hear anything, but it was a trick. He attacked the criminal. A fight broke out between them. The bearded man took out a knife and was already about to do something with it, but he plunged the blade into Felix's leg himself. Charlotte lied at first. Felix brought money, but then she confessed. She had to choose a side. Cancel the green light. I can, but you know who can, and you'll talk to him. Yeah, he gave the green light for the kid. And is this normal for you? NATO ordered a certain box Sleptown, who everyone around is afraid of. Only he is not God. He's a damn devil, and he has eyes and ears everywhere. Nate flipped the barbecue and roasted Felix's face on the coals. So it will be with everyone who will come for him. Nate appreciated their prospects from the fields in the cafe. We're in a real mess. The family needs money, and the only way to get them quickly: rob a store. Nate ordered his daughter to stay in the car, and he showed up at the market with a gun and a mask on his face. The frightened woman, wearing a balaclava, started emptying the cash register. At that moment, some cowboy drove up to the store. He noticed the robber and took out a gun from the car. Polly, I started honking and was able to warn my father about the danger. The cowboy opened fire. Nate knocked the man to the ground, but he still managed to hurt the robber. Nate was hit by a car right here. The loser hid behind another car and started to shoot back. Finally finding, I ran to my car and was able to leave. The cowboy continued to shoot and almost injured Polly. The criminal was fleeing at a high speed. Therefore, I immediately attracted the attention of the police. He drove in the wrong lane, again, putting my daughter in danger. The policeman made a maneuver and stopped the criminal's car, but Nate went in reverse. The policeman continued the pursuit until I got into an accident. Nate only noticed it now. He was shot in the leg. The gangster hid in some church and sent his daughter to the pharmacy. She will have to help treat the wound. Oh God, it smells like rust. Yes, an unpleasant smell. It doesn't feel very good either. Nate preferred so that the bullet stays in the leg. They won't get her. Polly washed the blood with hydrogen peroxide and wrapped the wound with a bandage. Also, the girl bought her father new clothes, and I went to throw away the old one. I saw a policeman by the trash can in the field, who pointed a gun at her. Fortunately, Nate came to our aid. The cops stated that this is the territory of Aryan Steel, and they won't survive. These could have been his last words. But suddenly Polly fired a gun. And I didn't let my father kill a person. Nate ordered his daughter to return to the church, and he will question the policeman for now. After some time, he entered the room and said, "That man apologized and ran away." John Park contacted the local sheriff, Hauser, and he made a statement. They don't have any Aryan Steel here. His officer checked the church yesterday after the sounds of gunshots, and I didn't find a fugitive criminal there. Park found that very officer inside a trash can. There was a tattoo of a lightning bolt on his arm. Everything is clear with this sheriff. The detective tracked the patrol car. The father and daughter left her on the side of the road, and we went on foot through the desert. The policeman caught up with the fugitives and ordered them to stop. He just wants to talk about weapons, damn it. I'm not going to make up anything. Well, really, I didn't guess it. John knows. I had to accept the protection of the Aryans while in prison, and the man had a tough time. When he wanted to leave, John proposed this deal. He will cover for the fugitive if that person helps us take down the biggest drug lab. There are rumors about a certain god from Lapton. So, his real last name is Hauser. Sheriff Hauser accuses him of lacking courage. I don't know who he has on his payroll. I'm sticking my nose into someone else's business, and they'll give me an order. It's okay to take a risk on me. Let's get rid of Hauser. Your order will be taken care of too. Hauser returned to his possessions. A trailer park called Slaptown. A competitor from the Mexican gang was hung on a chain. You guys, we must learn. This part of the desert is not for you. You can't live here. Don't cook coke. You can't pass through here. Hauser knows. There are balls of heroin inside this carrier. There's no time to wait for him to poop. Therefore, the sheriff changed his clothes and opened his prisoner's stomach. Polly doesn't like it that a bad cop is blackmailing them, but they still have no other option. Moreover, she doesn't believe in that John will take care of his daughter. If something happens to him, John gave the criminal a gun and 2 magazines. He needs to take down Hauser. And when will you come back? Well, if you come back, then you'll become Robin Hood. Documents, a bit of cash. You need to present everything like this. It's like internal disputes. The cop won't help him. The field cried. She understands that she might never. The girl saw her father, went outside, and ran after the car. John stayed to look after the field at the motel. She locked herself in the bathroom. When there was a knock on the door of the room, this was Detective Jimmy's partner. An alarmed cop asked his friend to put the gun away. Apparently, this is Arita. He was sent here. Jimmy himself doesn't like these bold scumbags, but he still won't take the risk of going against such people. You are my partner. I'm responsible for you. I asked you to drop this matter, and they gave you the green light. It's all over. Olga realized that it smells like something is being fried. Therefore, I decided to run through the window in the toilet. Jimmy put a bug in his partner's car. Therefore, the Aryans already know Nate is coming to them. At that moment, Polly fell to the floor. Jimmy got distracted, and a fight broke out among the cops. They both opened fire and injured each other. Polly was hiding in the bathroom when the shots stopped. John opened the door. He killed his partner. Meanwhile, Nate has reached Slaptown. He was already waiting here and began to be surrounded from all sides. The man had to hide in one of the trailers. The sheriff advised him to just surrender. One of the fighters entered the trailer, and Nate immediately finished him off. In response, they opened fire on him from a dozen barrels. The man pressed himself to the floor, after which he tried to get under the trailer, but they got him out of there and kicked him. Hauser ordered to hang Nate on a chain. "No offense, dude. You're going to die in this room. The sheriff is going to torture Nate until he tells everything. What do you know about Detective Park? If necessary, he will even hang a field here. I'll fucking kill you." "I don't think so. You can't kill God. Nathan can. We need to stop believing in him." The sheriff heard a police siren. John wasted his time. He summoned reinforcements and the base of the Aryans was surrounded by special forces. Hauser only had to go out and surrender, but suddenly he pulled out a weapon and opened fire. The police immediately went on the offensive. She ran to the field to look for her father. The bald ones are putting up serious resistance. They've bribed a lot of cops. The girl risks getting caught in a stray bullet, but saving a loved one is more important to her. A dog blocked the way to her. Pulley sacrificed her favorite toy to distract the animal and run to the building unharmed. The special forces suppressed the resistance, and the surviving Reese had to flee. Polly finally found her father and set him free. Unfortunately, Nate is too weak and can't get back on his feet. Suddenly, Hauser burst in here and shot Nate. How her father taught her. And then, through the bald spot, the big guy beat up in the knee with a baton and took his daughter hostage. John ordered the fighters to put down their weapons. Hauser started talking about it again. He is a god, and he cannot be killed. Then Nate grabbed a file and stuck it into Hauser's neck. The sheriff pointed a gun at the cop, and he was shot along with Nate. The man passed away in front of his daughter's eyes. John did as he promised. I took care of Polly. He found a place for her in a good family-style shelter. The girl was traumatized for the rest of her life, but she'll have to somehow continue living. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.